Hello everyone, my name is Daniel, I'm just a casual racer, and today I want to check out one of John R's latest tracks. This is released a little bit ago, but I haven't covered it yet, and it just got a 1.1 update recently, and that's his 2024 Daytona track. And this has a lot of layouts that previous versions of Daytona for Assetto Corsa have not included. It's got the rally course layout, it's got the NASCAR endurance layout, which we're actually going to be driving. It has the oval and, of course, the classic 24-hour layout. The only layout I think it's missing is the motorcycle. Whoa, there's a car facing the wrong way. Need to work our way through these GT cars. Just a short race here to show off this track, but I know about a year ago, I believe, maybe longer, I looked at John's Road Atlanta track, and in my opinion, that still remains, top 10, 20 tracks for all of Assetto Corsa. John is one of the elite creators in our community, and this track is no exception to that. And so, very much one that is a must-have to add to your library. I know a lot of people have the reboot version of the Daytona, and this is just better. It's a little more detailed, it's more modern, it's accurate to the way Daytona looks now. And like I mentioned, it has more layout and things like that. So overall, this track is just fantastic and very enjoyable to both race, well, anything that really realistically race here. Daytona's kind of a unique track with the banking and having the very high speeds that you can attain through those sections. But any kind of classic endurance cars just fit so well. And then also, of course, if you want to do some like NASCAR racing, it does have the oval layout, which, Assetto Corsa's AI ain't great, but it's about as good as, you can expect with a giant flat out. So if you turn up the slipstream a ton, you can get some kind of decent racing, although not pack racing. We fly through the field here. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is the NASCAR layout, which I wanted to show you because it's different. So we're going to have another chicane here. And this was used during 2020, and I think maybe also 2021, they used this layout. And fly by here. And it's just an interesting layout. Adds another heavy kind of braking zone for these cars, and makes this turn here not quite as heavy of a braking zone. But definitely adds a unique flavor. Reasonably like this layout. Not sure. I actually thought the NASCAR races weren't terrible either back in those years. I don't know if you all follow NASCAR, but yeah, decent. So one thing too I need to touch on, right? John, a lot of people are like, where does all his tracks go on, Overtake? Used to be race department. I believe he pulled them all off. He had some disagreements with a few individuals, things like that. And also too, there's just the general Assetto Corsa creator community trend towards we're trying to monetize our work. And so he has a Ko-fi account. I've linked that down in the video description. You'll find all his tracks there. So his stuff's not gone. You just have to go to Ko-fi and find it. He's got a profile now, John does, and you should check that out. I think, it's actually great. He didn't go the Patreon route, which there's pros and cons to that. I'll be honest, Patreon isn't as good as it was when I first signed up for it. That's why we do most of our stuff through Discord now. And we just have also as an option to go through Patreon. So I totally get why you might not go that route. Also, all his tracks are free. Oh my! Hit that curb. Oh, that's quite easy to drive across that grass. Alright, back up on the banking. Alright. And so, yeah. So, you gotta see a little more of the track there. That was on purpose. He's giving you a tour. The infield. And go, stay off the curb. These ones are even more brutal. This chicane here with the big old, they're called. But anyways, the big old round curves. Yeah, and so John now, you have all the tracks. He's got his Road Atlanta track. Did and 2 or 3 more in addition to that. So you can check those out. And yeah, worth adding. I'm not going to go into any reasons why he moved. I had actually thought about maybe do a video like that, and then I was like, I'm just like poking my nose somewhere it doesn't belong. So needless to say, I'm glad John has found a system that works well for him and that we're still able to enjoy his tracks. And yeah, it's really good. Alright, go around here. Just trying to drive. I'm not super. This is the older Porsche car. These are all base Assetto Corsa cars, right? But I don't think I've ever driven this car before. It's interesting on the limit. I'll say that. It's like docile under the limit, but when you get to the limit, I'm struggling to feel the limit, I guess. Yeah. Interesting car. But this track is, you know, amazing. Absolutely one you need to add to your library. I think it'd be really cool to have tried maybe like a rally course race. I just couldn't find a car that I liked and wanted to do. And that was kind of the same thing with this. I was trying to look at a couple cars to show this off with, but ultimately, at the end of the day, I just wanted to get a video out highlighting this. And so John's Tracks takes center focus. Hope you enjoyed this quick kind of like preview, reminder, and kind of like highlight if you don't know where his tracks went, where John R777 went with his content. He's still around. He's on coffee. Link in the video description. Check out this track. Check out all of his tracks. But most of all, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week.